Hello, I'm going to assume that you can hear me. For some reason, my previous stream got cut off. I'm not sure what happened. There was like some type of malfunction or glitch or something, okay? But anyway, wait, I hope you can hear me. Can you not hear what I'm saying? Oh, this is so stressful.
Hello, I'm going to assume.
Okay, so you can. That took too long, man, to get the second stream set up. Did I feel less motivated to do the second part of the stream because of the issue that occurred? I'm not sure. I don't know. Reality did not go the way that I was anticipating. So this is the full. I don't know if I spelled that right. Of the three drives pattern, okay, the 100% full redistribution of the three drives pattern, and this is the 50% retracement to the first. I don't know. I just call it pattern 50% retracement pattern target. Target. Okay. Look at how this unfolded, man. Are you fucking serious? Why am I trying to go long here? And why am I trying to go long here? Fuck's sake, bro. I missed out on the opportunity of having this OTE here, this optimal trade entry, and the three drives pattern was my reason for wanting price to go lower. Maybe perhaps I was anticipating price could come up into here. Well, to be honest, yeah, I'm trying to bet on the guy's stop loss, the shorting here. No, that's not how you should think about it. But I'm trying to go long here, and this pattern was unfolding without me having understood that it was there. Are you fucking serious, bro? That's so frustrating, bro. Even this, all of these candles above here all of these candles here stay above the 50% retracement target. I'm extending the wrong side. And I don't know, that's so fascinating, to be honest with you. What the fuck? I couldn't quite believe it at first, to be honest. I don't know. I'm just sitting here in sad contemplation because of how the second stream. No, not how the second stream went wrong, but I basically started. This is actually the third part, and I deleted the one before this. I'm not sure if it's even recording. See, right now it says that it's been live for 1 minute and 26 seconds, but that's not right. And it's also why I deleted the last stream. Sorry, why the first stream ended. I don't know what's going on with it, to be honest. I should have just left it on from the beginning. Oh, I see now it's fixed to 4 minutes and 18 seconds. I don't know if that's accurate, but anyway, look at this three drives pattern, man. What the fuck? Why am I trying to go long here? How did I not see it? What? Oh, says connect your encoder to go live. I don't know what's wrong with it, to be honest. Oh wait, I need to have. I'm not sure, man. I don't know if it's even fucking recording anymore. It might just come back on in a second. But anyway, this three drives pattern target, man. What the fuck? I can't quite believe that I got margin called here and my longs. I stacked so many longs here. Why? I missed out on this opportunity of shorting at the optimal trade entry. The things come back on the screen, so I'm sure that you're able to hear me now. It's just fascinating how that unfolded. This is like my analysis day to day, but this inversion fair value gap is. I was gonna say to blame for the reason that I went short. Is not. Is not. It's just like the three drives pattern, man. I don't know if it's too obvious. It's not that obvious. I can't believe that, man. And that happened on Friday, and then this is Saturday's price action. Oh, I've just moved something. And then this is Sunday's price action, and then obviously this is Monday. And like looking at this three drives pattern here, and how this full redistribution was achieved. The thing's gone off again for some reason. I don't know what's wrong with it. I hope you can still hear me. But it's just like focusing on this three drives pattern. It looks exactly the same as this one, but this one's so much larger, and like there's good reasoning for this to be the first low, because this is the first hour's dealing range that I use every single day, and it just so happens that the low is formed in that. It's crazy. So like this is the first hour's dealing range, and also this one here. But there's Saturday and Sunday, and then this is also like Monday. So really, I don't know if you want to be focusing on that. So then this is Tuesdays, and this was like a manipulation into this inversion fair value gap where they shorted. So what the fuck, man? But look at this three drives pattern here. I see them so often. It's crazy. They don't always pan out. But the 50% retracement is like a good target if you do see one, because the reason that it's a this thing's gone off again for some reason. The reason that the three drives pattern is good, that there's many like I don't know. I don't want to explain it. I feel not to explain. So the reason that I like the three drives pattern, the reason that I like the three drives pattern is because it shows an initial like an initial acceleration higher. So displacement, it shows initial displacement to begin with. The three drives pattern shows initial displacement to begin with, okay? And then a characteristic of the three a redistribution back into the range of the first run high. So like we have an initial displacement and then like somewhat of a retracement back into the range of this displacement. And then the second part of the three drives pattern is that we have the third part of the three drives pattern is that we have a second really high or somewhat of a run higher than the first high. Okay, so a sweep of liquidity above whatever high formed the during the retracement that like was. Okay, so let me explain this. Like I really want to try and get like a good explanation down of the three drives pattern and why I like it. Cause oh, the thing's gone off again for some reason. Fuck's sake. So I don't know. I feel like I should end the stream here and put another one on for some reason. I'm gonna. No, I'm not gonna do that. If you've watched this far in the stream, I'll try to like keep it like short and brief. Yeah. So an explanation of the three drives pattern. Okay, the reason I like it is because price can be just trading as is, okay, in any given moment. Okay, we have one initial distribution leg higher, hopefully during a time of day that is significant to me personally, such as the first hour's dealing range, right? So we have an initial distribution leg higher, and then we have a retracement back into the range of the initial displacement. Okay, and then the third thing that happens is we have a run higher than the high that was created during the retracement. Okay, so like that high can be any size, it doesn't matter. Like if it's just like only like a small high that gets taken, then like depending on like how big the initial distribution leg is, like it just depends how it looks, you know what I mean? Like if it like, I'm not sure. Like it's very situational. It depends on the circumstances. To be honest, like for example, like this is the distribution and the retracement. Okay, so like that is a run high. Okay, but then like if you were gonna call like this a second one and you're trying to go for nah, that's not how you would view it. Like you kind of like if you were to call that the second high, okay, like I don't know if that actually is. Wait 1 second. No, that's the second high there. Yeah. And then the third high is this, right? But is that even correct? Yeah. So, like, if you're gonna think that it's gonna be a three drives pattern and you're anticipating it, you might call like that the first high and then that the second high. But then, like, price can like create any high there, and as long as it does have like a good high, which is like this whole range here, and like that would be the actual high, then like any retracement back into the range would create a low, and then basically another run higher than the second high that's formed is the third high. Like, but you could also like be thinking it's going to be a three drives pattern. You have to wait for the liquidity to be taken above here. You see, so like for it to be a three drives pattern, it has to take the significant high, like which is quite fucking fascinating. So look, I'll put it back on here and I'll try to give like a another brief explanation. Sorry, I know that wasn't very good, but let me try again. Okay, sorry. It's hard to like kind of verbalize this. So the reason that I like the three drives is because if there was a display a higher, okay, like significant volume coming into the markets and big momentum push in either direction, okay, like basically when that happens, you would want to see like a retracement. No, sorry, the three drives pattern needs to form first before you can ever like think that it's going to be a three drives, okay? Like so you have to wait for like something that you could call the third high, but that's the best fucking thing to get like out there first. Like that 100% is the most important thing. Like you can't be guessing that it's going to be a three drives pattern before it forms, because like it trick you in so many ways. Like you can't, it's not something that you can guess that it's going to be a three drives pattern, and if it does, it can do that, form that, but like it's not always gonna like pattern out though, and depending on what liquidity provider you're using, they can also trick you. So like I don't know, but it's crazy though, because the three drives pattern, yeah, the three drives pattern. I can't, fuck, why can't I like give an explanation about it? So the three drives pattern has an initial distribution run high in this scenario, and then it has a retracement back into the range that was created by the initial run. And then the third thing that happens is price, it, it, it goes higher than the first high. Okay, I was gonna say it somehow accelerates above the, oh fucking hell, like I've destroyed it all. Fuck's sake, man. Sorry, why am I giving up, man? No, this is not okay. Right, look. I'm gonna explain to you why the three drives pattern is important. But obviously, like it's because I realize I'm talking to a screen and it's quite difficult because I know no one's paying attention. But if no one's paying attention, then why am I stuttering so much? Okay, listen. The three drives pattern is important to me. No, bro. Fuck's sake. That was a strange noise. I like the three drives pattern because an initial run is created, okay? And then we have a retracement back into the range that was created by the initial run. And then the next thing that happens is we have a second run that exceeds the first high that was created. And then after that, we have another retracement back into the range that was created in the second run. And then next, we have a a run higher than the previous high that was created in the second retracement. And now the three drives pattern has potentially formed. So then after that, we will be looking for a 50% retracement to the first high that was created, or sorry, the range. We will be looking for a goal of a 50% retracement back into the range that was created in the first initial distribution run that we spoke about. And then if that does occur, it doesn't always happen. Sometimes the 50% can be enough and price can just reverse from there. It could dip into like 75%, but like I wouldn't even focus on that. Like we could have a full redistribution of 100% of the move that created in the initial distribution one. Okay, so let me just try and paraphrase that really quickly and like, keep it short and sweet. Okay, so basically, the three drives pattern is important to me, and the reason why I like it personally is because an initial distribution run has occurred, okay, and then back into the range that was created in the initial distribution run, okay, and then the third thing that happens in the pattern is basically the price decides to take the liquidity that was formed, okay, and so like it happens to be the same pivot point as the high that was created in the first initial distribution run, or low if it was a bearish scenario. And basically, after a price takes that first high, we have a second retracement back into the range that was created between price deciding to take that high, or the lowest point or highest point in a bearish scenario, between where price had ended the first retracement that was back into the initial distribution run. That second high that is created, obviously high, is also the same high that is formed in the second run higher above the first high. So initial distribution run, and then it's taken twice after it's closed. I wasn't even looking at it, to be honest. Like I'm trying to give like a I can't even explain. it's a visual thing for me, like pretty much. I decided not to delete it. The reason that I said I was gonna delete it is because it says connect your encoder to go live. I don't even know if it's recording. It might be recording still, but basically, wait, do I even have internet?